Well, I've been testing a whole bunch of wheels lately, and today I'm going to show you what is my absolute favorite street wheel, Wheelz V2 from MadESK8. Welcome back, I'm Tony, and yeah, today we're taking a look at the Wheelz V2. Now, as far as I go, if you know me, you know that I prefer AT wheels, either the airless rubber wheels or pneumatic wheels, something along those lines, or I actually do really enjoy the original Cloud Wheel Discovery. I've got those on a couple of my boards. But for regular skateboarding, urethane was fine. When it comes to electric skateboarding, I don't love urethane. You're going to be going at higher speeds. Actually, my first crash on an e-skate was hitting a rock, and those urethane wheels just stopped. So yeah, I just kind of have an aversion to them. Plus, the streets where I live, they're not all super smooth. I live in a tourist area that's a little bit rural. So some of our areas just don't get the attention that the streets and sidewalks and stuff need. Not to mention, I'm just over 50, and comfort, well, that's very important to me. So with the Wheelz V1, when MadESK8 asked me if I wanted to review them, I was like, yeah, okay, but I don't love urethane wheels. They said, just wait. I have one board that I specifically use as my street setup. I've got street wheels on there. I took those cloud wheels off of that, put those V1 of Wheelz on there, and was like, oh yeah, they're right. And they have stayed on there until I just got these V2. I put those on there, and I'm just gonna tell you, spoiler alert, they are my absolute favorite when it comes to street wheels so far. They've got comfort, they've got grip, and they're made from a specially formulated urethane that doesn't chunk, which, chunking is if you hit a sharp rock or something, tears a chunk out of your wheel. That's no good. And in the rougher conditions that I ride, I haven't seen any chunking on my wheels. They're fast and they're great for range. Here's what we're gonna do. I've had them for almost 2 weeks now, and I've got about 30 miles on them. I know it's not 100 miles or anything like that, but I really didn't need to ride these 100 miles to tell you that I love these wheels. So I'll give you a little up close of what they look like coming out of the package. Then we're gonna go ride them. I'm gonna give you some impressions, and then I'll come back and give you my final impressions. All right, so let's take a look at them. We don't have any fancy packaging here or anything like that. They just came exactly as you see them in a nice padded envelope. So like I've said, I don't usually go for the urethane wheels, but when I tried the first version of the Wheelz, I was thoroughly impressed and was like, dang, all right, well, maybe it's not that I don't like urethane, I just don't like most urethane wheels. So what are the big differences of these? Well, let me tell you from the website, the Wheelz V2 is the next evolution of the V1. Slightly wider with a redesigned profile, create a 10 millimeter wider contact patch, which I think that's great. Yep, more contact, better. Now they have 13 suspension holes instead of 12, makes the ride slightly softer and smoother. All the changes translate into more grip and stability, making the V2 the best urethane wheel for electric skateboards on the market. The Mad 105 wheels feature hollow pour technology, a custom urethane pouring process that is designed to form 13 hollow pockets on the inside of each wheel. These pockets give extra space for the soft urethane to flex and compress with the contours and bumps in the road, making the ride exceptionally smooth and allowing the wheels to maintain contact even on the roughest of roads. Now it does say that they are not compatible with Onsra Kegel pulleys, so if you've got an Onsra, you're probably going to want to buy some Kegels. And they do have a combo on their website. It's Wheelz V2 plus 40T plastic pulleys. For the pulleys, the bearings are included. They are not included for the wheels. But man, look at the flex on these things. Oh yeah, that's nice and squishy. I like it. Even back here. Well, let's slap them on a board and test them out. Well, first thing to note is these things are incredibly comfortable on something as rough as this. So that's huge news. Wow. Another reason why these are my favorite street wheels. Dang. I mean, that is completely comparable to cloud wheels, yet you have all the advantages of a urethane wheel. Sweet! Ooh, and on this smooth asphalt, dang, that is nice. Now this is a nice smooth road, but there are, it's construction here, so there's a lot of little rocks and stuff. Also some dirt on the road, which I don't care how grippy your wheels are. If you hit a patch of sand while you're carving, you're likely to just go ahead and break traction, you know what I mean? Man, and when you carve on these, you just hear it sticking to the road. Nice. Pretty much everything that I throw at these, I just get a nice, comfortable ride. Just like the previous version. Let me get over here where there's a little bit less traffic noise. Now, on the previous version of these, the V1, I guess we'll call them, there was, I don't know, people said that at low speeds you got some vibration, and I might have gotten a little bit of that, but it was so little that it didn't bother me, you know? But on these, at any speed that I'm in, maybe it's because you got that little extra contact patch, maybe it's because there's one extra hole in the back of the wheel, but I don't get any kind of funky vibrations or anything like that. And they just ride so smooth. Uh-oh. Okay, I've never seen those speed bumps before. That must be new. Now see, I really like this board as my street board because it's got some flex to it. Add these wheels on here and it's just, man, it's perfect. I can get my carve on. Just no issues at all. These are my favorite wheels when it comes to urethane / street wheels. Typically I go with larger wheels, you know, AT wheels or airless rubber or whatever, because I need some comfort and I also need security, safety, you know. These just, they add all that to it and they're just so comfortable. Here we go. Woo, yeah. Some rough road right here. Not a problem. Now see where I live, we have all these beautiful views and stuff, but a lot of the roads that are back here where all these views are, they can be pretty rough. So if I feel like I'm gonna be riding a street board, these wheels are where it's at, man. You know, I noticed that they're also not quite as loud. As the previous version. I don't know why that is exactly, but you know, carving at about 15 miles per hour, which for some people might not be a lot, but I don't always feel comfortable carving like that, especially on street wheels because they can break their grip. These just do not, they just stick. I gotta say, I really have not even one complaint about these wheels. And that's kind of rare, you know what I mean? They're just so nice. Paired up with this board, I couldn't be happier. You know, this board, because of the way the battery is on it, it's a removable battery from the top. Usually I get a lot of vibration in this board. With these wheels, nah, minimum. I don't know, man. I really like these wheels. I could actually see putting these wheels on one of my carbon fiber boards even. So, I don't know, man. I dig it. So at the risk of gushing too much, I really, really like these wheels as far as street wheels go. Yeah, I'm not always a street rider and I still like my AT wheels, but if I'm doing some street stuff, That's what I'm going to be using, at least for now, until I find another urethane wheel that makes me go, wow. When not on sale, these wheels are under $140, which is a great price considering the comfort, grip, and just rideability that you're going to get with these. You will have to buy your own bearings, and if you don't have the right pulleys for these, you'll also have to buy some pulleys, but they have those on the website as a bundle too. Like I said, I'm not giving up my all-terrain wheels, but you know, for street, these are buttery smooth, and I definitely will pick that board up now and go, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ride this one. These wheels will be great for commuting, for around the city, or even the racetrack with all that grip. And if you like carving, these wheels are really nice for that. Now I remember back with the V1s, Brian from MadESK8 said, you know, I created these because I loved the boosted 105s and wanted to kind of bring that back because they just weren't available anymore. So he went to work, man, found out their formulation and everything else, and basically re-released the boosted 105 as the MadWheel V1. And now he's just improved this, and I can't say enough, I really like them. Yeah, I think I might be gushing a little bit too much. So there we go, that is the MadWheels V2 from MadESK8, and I wanna thank you so much for your support here on the channel. It's been around since 2013. I've always covered my passions, and e-skate is a huge passion to me, as well as electric bikes, electric scooters, electric guitars, solar power, solar generators, and all that kind of stuff. So if you haven't checked out the other content, please do. You're probably gonna find something in there that you like. Your support means the world to me, and I really, really appreciate you. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there is a red subscribe button down there. Notification bell as well, so you'll get notifications when I upload new videos. Running these channels isn't cheap, so I do have a thanks button down there if you want to send a monetary thanks. The easiest way to support me, though, is by giving this video a like and subscribing. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.